Danny Weaver with Antler Shed Deer Blinds. We're based out of Shreveport, Louisiana. We're here today to introduce you to the best deer blinds on the market, the Antler Shed Deer Blinds. If you want a blind that'll last from now till forever, then you've got the best blind on the market here.
The last blind you'll ever need to buy.
Today I want to introduce you to my #1 dealer in Oklahoma, Tom Burns.
Hey Danny, I'm excited to be here. Excited to talk about some of the features that make Antler Shed the most unique blind that's available right now. It's a blind that you'll be hunting out of, and then your grandkids and their kids will be hunting out of in the future. There's not a better blind out there. We're proud of them, and we're excited to show you some of the features.
Well, let's get right into it, show y'all the Antler Shed Deer Blinds. The Antler Shed Deer Blinds.
The last blind you'll ever need to buy.
Unless you want to buy another one, trust me, you're going to want to buy another one. This is one of our unique features of the Antler Shed Deer Blinds. If you want to save some money, get you some 4x4 Walmanized posts. The sockets are already made on the stands. All our set screws in here. This will drop right out. You can put as tall a 4x4 post in your X-brace it, and you can save a whole lot of money building your own stair and leg kit. This is what we call it, our do-it-yourself stair and leg kit. So drop this post out, put your 4x4 in here, X-brace it off good, go as tall as you want to. One of our neat features about the Antler Shed Deer Blinds. Hey folks, I want to show you some of the neat features on the inside of our stands. One of our neat features is our armrest. It's like shooting off of a bench rest. And our new window systems, you can take your window system and you can, if it's real cold, you can lower it just a few inches where you can see over it. If they're frosted up, you can let them down anywhere you want them, or you can let them all the way down, just like that right there. If you'll notice, all our windows drop below our shelves right here, our shooting rest right here. Take your rifle, stick it out the window. You can notice you got a padded rest right here. Every deer stand on the market has that has a window system. The track is sticking up to where your gun's resting on that track. You have to put a glove up here or a sandbag or something to shoot off of. Our gun rest is always 1/4 to 1/2 inch above our window track. So your gun is never touching metal or anything making noise, and you can slip your gun in and out without clanging your little stud up here that holds your strap on. So you can see how I move that back and forth in there. I'm not hitting the metal like on a window, not to mention an expensive gun, scratching the bottom of your gun when you get ready to shoot. And so that's something to keep in mind when you're buying a deer stand. This is one of our neat features of our carpeted padded shooting rest. This is like shooting off of a bench rest by putting my elbow right here on our shelf, our lower shelf. It gives you a good steady shot. There's no other stand on the market that has a better shooting rest system than the Antler Shed Deer Blinds. Okay folks, now we're inside of one of the stands, and I want to show you some of the neat features from the floor all the way to the ceiling. Our floors are 3/4 inch Walmanized floors. They're treated to where they're waterproof. You can take a water hose to this thing and you're not going to hurt it. All our stands are fully carpeted from the ceiling all the way to the floor. All the shelves, and if you'll notice, we've got more shelves than anybody in the industry. You got places to put your drinks, your laptop, shells, gloves, anything. We've even got overhead storage in each end of the stands. If you got a big backpack, they move out to where you can put a backpack up here. I keep my heaters in here, all my butane bottles, snacks for the kids. I always got grandkids with me. So I put all that up here. Got your toilet paper you can put up here, little everything. Still has your shooting rest in here. This just happens to be one of our bow gun combos. These windows drop down. You got 6 of them in here if you want to shoot a bow out of it. Also, this is one of our other options on the windows. You can get a sliding window. if you want to just open the window a little bit to shoot out of it, or you can open it all the way up to give you a full open shot. You also have a 360-degree view all the way around all our stands. Tinted windows helps to alleviate movement in the stand to keep the deer from seeing you. And plenty of headroom. If you'll notice, I'm 6'3". I've got plenty of headroom up here. A lot of stands, you're always stooping down and having to squat in them. And you got plenty of headroom. If you'll notice too, our roofs are on a 90-degree angle. And what this does in a heavy rain, you've ever heard the old saying of a cow peeing on a flat rock? Well, this is a sloped roof, and it's the quietest stand in a rainstorm that you've ever been in. And also it helps like stuff hitting on it. And you can notice just hearing me talking here how quiet it is. You'd be amazed at how well this carpet holds the sound in. And got grandkids talking, you're on the phone, and deer can be standing 30 yards away and never hear you. I know most of you have all hunted out of box blinds, box stands before, but one of the things that I noticed when I was designing these stands that I didn't like about some of these blinds is you can't shoot out of the door. If you'll notice on all our stands, we've got the same padded gun rest on our doors, and you're able to shoot out of the door. Either side of the door that you want to shoot out of, you can shoot out of either side of our door. So this gives you not only a 360-degree view, but 360 degrees. There's nowhere in this stand that you cannot shoot out of.
We're going to tilt it over so we put it on a tilt point. And once it's on that tilt point, we'll be able to put the legs on the cross braces, and then we'll be able to stand it up.
Cool. Let's slide it back. We lay it over on these corn bags, and then we'll slide it back to get the legs up off the ground. Just like that. Just like that right there. You want to make sure when you tilt it over that you don't get on your window tracks. That's why we put them out on the corners and the edges where you won't get on your window tracks.
These are 3/4 inch bolts. You just loosen them up, get them out so you can slide the wood leg out. Now we're going to put our legs in. Alright, so all we're going to do is put these inserts in to make the ends stronger. You got to flare them out because they're a tight fit. Put the insert, get it started. Take the wooden 4x4 you took out, and it's flush. Take the other one on the other side. And this is important so that you get the diamond shape, so it's not completely square, so it'll dig in when you try to lift it up. So
Don't put one of them loose ends. You're gonna need a really long
fan.
Yeah, he's got the flare this other end.
Oh, yeah.
Don't take much.
Just a little. But you do gotta hit it.
You do gotta hit it.
There's a lot of this ain't gonna make it to it. Okay, so what we need to do, we want to put this, and then we need to have it all out to the edge on both sides. You want to take it? And see, now it's flush with the corner like this.
Always make sure if one of these bolts comes out, never try to put it back in with a wrench. Always get it started with your hand. Don't ever try to start one with a wrench because it'll cross thread it almost every time. Always get it started with your fingers when you go to put it in.
So what what we're doing now is we're going to put the cross brace on for the angle iron for the platform and the stairs. So we take out the bottom bolt that's on the legs on the door side. And then you line up. I mean, it looks perfectly straight.
Yeah. You really don't know till you get it stood up which hole you're going to go in. A good hole to start with is the second hole, bottom bolt, and then you may have to move it to adjust the ladder to actually be level.
So this is a good place to start. Once we get it up, you're going to want to put this the crossbar on, and it's what the platform and the ladder rest on with the angle iron. And what you do is once you put it up, you need to make adjustments. If it's not completely level, the platform's not level, you can adjust it using these two bolts and the crossbar holes. You can what we do is we start with the bottom bolt and the bottom hole, and we'll put it on there, and if we need to make adjustments, we can adjust it. We can make small adjustments and bigger adjustments depending on how unlevel it is.
So just lift it up like that to put on the other legs.
Yeah.
Hold it right here. And that's a 3/4 inch socket. It needs to go. I think it needs to be lifted just a hair. There you go.
When you go to put your braces on, you just kind of space the bottom and the top. There's no really difference in them. Just kind of get a, if you're 2.5 feet from up there, 2.5 feet from the bottom, you can just eyeball it. There's no really special way as long as they're angled like this. And we use self-drilling screws to put these together. All the other stand manufacturers, you have to put them together on little studs, and the ground's always unlevel, and it's real hard to make those holes line up. So we found that the self-tapping screws work the best. All right, put your first screw in, get your second screw, kind of push up on the legs to separate them. Push them up as far as you can to separate them. All right, and go ahead and put your other two screws in. Okay, next leg.
And here's where we do things different again.
Women and kids.
I put the cross.
And force your brace in behind the other one. That'll keep it from rattling. Give it a little tension. And that's how you put your X braces on, and then do the other three sides just like that.
Well, that's simple enough.
It's real easy when you have Chad doing it. You just stand here and hand him screws like this. Chad's good at this game.
Keith's got this.
But what you want to do is make sure you stay it.
I think I'm a little bit overstrained.
Chad's good at doing it.
What you didn't.
You can put the braces on the inside or the outside.
Chad, we're gonna put.
Now we want to spread this leg out. Oh,
Yeah, right
We've
there.
already spread that. And
Yeah, just put her on top.
That's gonna be awesome.
that's like the most powerful drill I've ever had.
That's fun.
think I want a raw clip of that.
All the raw video.
Yeah.
You gonna put that one over it?
Yeah, lay it on top. You don't have to hold her as phone. Hold her as hard.
I didn't even know that was an Indian trick.
That's good.
This might be worth.
Now that we've got all our legs and cross braces in, next step is to raise it up. And you notice by putting it on the corn bags, it's already tilted up a little bit, so it's kind of in a position to start raising it. So now we're going to raise it up. We're just going to tie onto this crossbar, use this as something to tie to. I might recommend a little bit stronger rope, but this is what we ended up with today. So we're gonna make it work. Come over your crossbars like this.
I'd have them lower that.
Back up just a little bit, Keith.
And this can be done with a tractor, a four-wheeler.
Yeah, you can use a
truck.
tractor, UTV, pretty much anything. Tractor works good, especially with a front end loader on it. But
Well, you normally want a bit further away,
put you a really good slip knot in it where make sure it doesn't slip.
but my knot's too short.
Alrighty.
Okay, what we always do is
We put that at an angle, the legs at an angle. You notice this point right here? We've got this point right here where it's pointed where it kind of wants to dig into the ground. So that's what that point is, to keep it from sliding. But if you'll get a couple of buddies up here on the roof of the stand, and as he starts to pulling and backing up, don't get under the stand, but just kind of help it a little bit to get it started. Once you get it started and get it up, then those two guys will come around and kind of help it to go, as it sits down, and we'll show you how that works. Okay, here we go. Okay, and then when it gets to this point, just kind of help ease it down soft. And that's her. That's how easy it is to stand one up. Using your corn bags or anything you can put on the corner to get it at least about 2 foot to 3 foot off the ground when you put your legs on. This is one of your final steps. We've got the stand up. Now we're going to put the stairs and handrails together and put them on there.
I want to make sure that they're flared out so they're not in when you try to go up the stairs. They won't stab you. Kind of work them in.
Better hurry up, the sun's fixing to come out.
Yep, self-tapping screws. Put 2 in each one. Like I said, don't over tighten them, just snug them up good and tight.
We might only be able to put one in a couple.
Slip your porch rail on, tap it in.
That one's not. Come on down with this about one more time. Right there. This one needs to come
Tapping
up
in
a little bit.
flush.
Tap them in flush. There you go. And then screw your handrails on. This is your porch handrails. And then all we'll do is flip it over and do the same thing on the other side.
Perfect.
All right, so once you get the blind up and you got the crossbar up, you got all your rails put on your platform and your ladder. Now it's time to just put the platform up against that crossbar, and it's pretty simple.
For a lifetime of satisfaction.
Yeah. So now, so we're gonna need to center it on the door so that it'll open around. Don't do this. I just wanna make sure they're centered. We're gonna open fine. Now we put these clamps on there.
You need this ladder?
Yeah, we need that. Just gonna get on the end. Put it right here on the outside edge right there. And then you go. And this is a 1/2 inch. And there's a joke there too. Oh, come on.
You gotta be good.
That's that teamwork we were talking about.
The blind is up. Well, it's not shaking, it's not wobbly at all. It's stable.
Anybody bring a level?
And you can see lots of deer from up here.
I like to put a level.
There you have it, folks. We've shown y'all today the great features of the antler shed deer blinds. We've showed you how to erect the blinds and to put them together, and also how our leg kits, if you use our leg kits, one size fits all. So all our stands are universal to make it one of the easiest stands on the market to put up. And if you have any questions, give us a call. Give Tom a call here in Oklahoma. If you can't get Tom, call us. We'll get you in touch with Tom. And he's a great dealer, and we'll take care of all your needs.
So if you're looking for the most comfortable blind, whether it be wintertime or summertime, you're hunting hogs, deer, coyotes, this is the blind that'll spoil you. So give us a call.